In this video, we will see how we can connect the database that we have already created in MySQL or free SQL database. This is the database that we have created, and here you can see the database host name is this. Now this is on cloud, of course, so it will also help you to understand that if you want to connect to any database on cloud, whether it is RDS by AWS or even the relational database service on Azure or on any other cloud platform. Here we are using free SQL database just for the sake of this tutorial. Of course, you can use it for any production environment also if you have it. So what we are going to do here now, I'm going to take these credentials and this information. I also have the credentials available with me. So I'll be taking that. We'll create a Power BI report and we'll connect with this database, and then we will make a great design for the report, which I'll show you in next video. So here I'm already connected, and these are some of the tables that I created, and I created the relationship also here that I have already shown you. So these are some customers, some accounts are there, and then the projects. Customers are having some transactions related to some accounts and related to some projects in the transaction table. So we have the parent account, and parent account has the sub accounts, and these accounts are having transactions. So this usually will help you to have project analysis. So what I want to do a project analysis that I will show you in next videos. But here the main idea is that I want to connect to this database. It could be any database. Right now this is on cloud, so I'll be connecting with the cloud database. So here is my account information. So this is my cloud database. So sql12.freesqldatabase.com, and database name is SQL 12744 whatever, and then the database username is also. I have an email with the password of the database. I'm on the Power BI right now, so I'll be creating the blank report here, and we will save it. We'll give it a name here. Let me save it first, and I'll be sharing this complete report with you also, so that you can also make use of it in a nice way. This will be free SQL DB. So I'll be saving it free DB. All right, so now the file is saved. If you are using Power BI service, so you can publish this also, but right now we are not going to publish this. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to now connect to the database. So how I can do that, I'll click on Get Database, and here I'll click on More, and in More I will be clicking or typing MySQL. And here you can see MySQL database or MySQL database. You will get an error here. What error it will be? That the connector is required, because for every database that you will have, sometimes connectors might be available. Sometimes you might need to download the connector. So we need to download MySQL connector, which will be available on MySQL website, dev.mysql.com. And you can see here that Windows 32-bit connector is there for Microsoft Windows. You can also choose another operating system in case you want. So download it now. So the connector will be downloaded here. So you just need to install this connector. It's preparing to install. Simply follow the wizard and install. So we will wait for this. It is a small package. Now it has been installed. We need to, of course, restart the Power BI because it has not yet detected. I can open the same file again, which was tutorial freedb. Now I can just go here, get data, and more MySQL, my database. Now you will see that it will load perfectly. So you need to, of course, download the connector first. Now here you have to provide the database server and database name first of all. As we have already seen that this is my database detail here. Server is this one, the database name, and remove any spaces. Okay. Now it will of course ask for the user ID and password, and you need to make sure that you don't mention the Windows user ID password. It should be database user ID and password, because usually we have the user ID and password defined inside the database. MySQL, even SQL Server. Sometimes SQL Server might be installed locally, and you might have authenticated the local user of Windows and password. So for that, you can use Windows user ID and password. But in case it is other database like Oracle database, MySQL database, or MariaDB, or any other database that you might be using, so you will be providing the user ID and password here. So the username is again the same as it was the database. Here is the password. Again, make sure it is the database password. Of course, it is not encrypted, so it might give me an error that database is not encrypted. So encryption support, we were unable to connect to the data source using the encrypted connection. So it's fine. We are not having the encrypted connection right now. Here we go. Now we are connected with the database, which is on cloud. Of course, if it is AWS also or Azure, wherever your database is hosted, you can see here that in SQL database we have accounts, customers, parent, account, projects, and transactions. If I go to PHP you can see here these were the tables. So all these tables are available here. I can of course select all the tables in case you want to add. And remember, it is on cloud. Of course, it will be slower because on every preview or whenever you are refreshing the data, it will definitely take time because it is coming directly from cloud. And here also you can transform the data, but I won't be doing that. The purpose is just to show you that how we can connect to the cloud database here. Now you will see here all the data will be available here in the data section, and it will be loading all the rows. Of course, data size is very small. As I mentioned already, we had created few tables here, and 23 rows are here and 39 in the customers. 70 projects are there and 46 transactions are there. So this is extremely small database right now. Even the database is also bigger. It is fine. It will work perfect. So let's wait for this to complete. So you can see here the data has been loaded now, and we are now connected to the SQL on cloud. And here you can see the table view. In case you click this, so you will see, for example, if it is customers, you will see all the customers detail here. If you see the parent account, of course, right now there is nothing in the parent account, but if you see the project, these are list of all the projects which are loaded here. And this is the SQL transactions. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to click on the relationships also or model view. So it will show you the relationship between all these tables. So it has automatically detected the relationship, but if it is not detected, you can even create your own relationship also. I will not be going with the parent account right now. Let me delete because this doesn't have any information here or any data here. So I will be deleting this parent table. Now we can see here we have accounts, we have customers, projects, and transactions. So transaction is the main table here where all the transactions are there. Even we can change the name. I don't want the database name here, so maybe we can change the rename this table. It will be, for example, with capital or small accounts, and here I'll be changing the name to customers, and here I will be changing projects, and similarly final table is transactions. So this is the way my tables are connected together. So you can see here that every customer has the transactions, and every project also is related to the transaction. Even every project is also related to the customer. So customer will have the transactions related to the project. Even if this link is not established, this will also work fine, but it's fine. We have established the connection, and every account ID, you can see here, if I double click this, account ID is connected to account ID in the transaction. So this is one to many to one relationship, or if you reverse it, is one to many relationship, because every account is unique and every account has multiple transactions. If I click here on report view, and then you can go here into modeling and manage relationships. So you will see here the relationships in this format. So you can see here projects are having relationship with the customer ID, which is active, and this has one to many relationship, one to many for the accounts, one to many for the customers with the transactions, and one to many with the project and customer. In case you want to create a new relationship, so you can click here and then choose the table. From which table? For example, from accounts, I want to have a relationship with projects, for example. So this will help you to create the relationship. I have explained you that in detail, that how you can create the modeling in the Power BI. We have also seen how we can create the date dimension. Date dimension is extremely important. I will show you again that in next video, how we can now transform this data, and then we will continue with developing a stunning report using the same data. So let's continue to the next video.